Piggy very different, very interesting project. It's kind of trying to change and revamp the way of mobile energy. It's literally been around a day, very little amount of time, but innovative. Now we're going to take a look at this because, firstly, the tokens, there's very few amount of the overall supply, but all in all, as a project, unique and interesting, and that's always something that appeals. Now, before I get into it, if you are new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought could do very, very well, could make a lot of money, which is obviously why I showed myself buying them. These were their prices when I released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd popped $100 into those coins when I released the vids and sold in the last bull. A $2,600 investment in total would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. It's pretty good. Now the thing is, that took about 16 months. You don't have 16 months. We are in a bull cycle right now, and if you've got cryptos you're not happy with, if you've got coins that are not performing for you, you do have to get it fixed. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for all my YouTube followers. You get full access to the site, full membership to the site for half price, and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members the cryptos I own. Whenever I find any coin, like many of these, that I think can do very, very well, I jump onto my site, tell my members about the crypto, the price that I'm going to buy at, the reasons I think it's worth buying. So there is no work for my members. If you go onto the site, you will actually see some of the profits my members made, some of the successes that led to them as well. Whether it is a meme coin the members were in and out of in a fortnight that did a 300x, or whether it's Phantom, which is now known as Sonic, but my members got in before pretty much the entire market at half a cent. It went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. Many of my members became millionaires from that one alone. All of it's public record, so verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, all you got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Piggy sell. So, first of all, only 7% of the supply out. So a lot of coins to be released. A lot of coins. Now it launched straight onto Binance Alpha along with Gate, MEXC, KuCoin, Bing, PancakeSwap. I mean, it launched onto pretty much everywhere. Obviously, it's not Binance proper necessarily, but interesting one. There is a potential yield that you can get of just shy of 21% at Gate, which is very, very good. Now, this is a crypto asset that links real-world phone charging infrastructure to on-chain records and incentives. So it tokenizes usage from a nationwide South Korea shared power bank network and records rental, return, and charging events on BNB. So it reports that more than 14,000 charging stations, over 100,000 devices, and over 4 million paid users across Korea, with device usage flowing to chain as verifiable activity data. So there are two primary product tracks. One is charge to earn. So this distributes usage-based rewards to app users who rent and charge at Piggy Cell stations. And then there's dominate to earn, which links physical stations or zones with NFTs that represent on-chain claim to usage, which is and they are indexed rewards and features. So it runs engagement mechanics like daily check-ins, referrals, and challenges, which are accounted for on-chain and calibrated to real activity. The intent is to provide a bridge from Web 2 to Web 3 participation without requiring users to manage a bunch of on-chain steps. It's very, very different. The token itself is used for payment and settlements within the Piggy Cell ecosystem. You have usage-based incentives for infrastructure-linked NFTs and activity programs. And you also have staking to unlock features or increase reward parameters, along with governance for selected protocol or ecosystem settings, as well as reputation and access to gating for campaign and tiers, and interoperability with NFTs that reference stations or geographic zones. This is a really different kind of approach. Now, and it's certainly unique. We've not seen anything similar to this. There is 100 million tokens. Now, the allocation is interesting. So 25% is dominate to earn, 25% is 20% is charge to earn, 10% is challenges, 10% is fundraising, contributors and development is 10%, team is 7, liquidity is 5, treasury is 10, marketing is 3. Initial unlocks at token generation were 10% dominate, 10% charge, 10% challenge, 20% fundraising, 10% contributors and development, 0% team, 100% liquidity, 10% treasury, and marketing was 33%. So these are all subject to linear vesting schedules. So exact vesting mechanics and any subsequent changes published by the project. So their Piggy Cell plans liquidity on BNB chain dexes and listing on centralized exchanges. Obviously, they have done many of those things. And the team is exploring index and analytics integrations focused on real-world assets, infrastructure, along with dashboards that surface usage and reward flows. This is actually, like I said, a really unusual, very, very different kind of project. They have already done 32.5 million transactions. They have had 4 million users that have been engaged with this. 100,000 batteries have been deployed. In terms of actually utility, this could actually be very, very good. They've got some solid investors backing them as well, which again is a good sign. Although it does feel like Animoca Brands at this point invest in everything. We will see if we can get the proper linear schedule for the tokenomics. And we'll just have a quick look into the DApp. That's just annoying. Is this just a download? Is that why? Tokenomics, really? What? Is it me or did that just sod off? Okay, so pretty simple right now. You connect your wallet, you can see what your total you can see what your total PGW is. You will be able to see your points history from there. You'll be able to see your NFTs, etc. Okay, tokenomics. No tokenomics, flywheel, I mean, yeah, it's not really given a breakdown, is it, of tokenomics of the linear timeline. Oh, there we go. No, nothing. Alright, fine. Okay. So Piggy Cell Deepin is coming, so this is a new era of revenue sharing beginning. So your NFT will be revealed soon. Stay tuned. So Deepin NFT overview. So this is distribute earnings to NFT holders based on the total revenue generated by the charging stations within specific regions throughout South Korea. Deepin offers a more inclusive, and equitable reward distribution model at the regional level. Okay, I mean, I suppose what's going to be particularly interesting with regards to this is how much do they expand? Because right now, of course, this is South Korea based. We start seeing Piggy Cell stations in Europe, in America. Then this is actually a very, very good sign. It means that utility is picking up more and more and more. It gives a very, very good shot of long-term success. I would really like to see the tokenomics a bit better. Maybe the white paper. Tokenomics, there we go. Allocation. Okay, that's a bit better. No, it's still not got the linear time frames. That's actually quite annoying. Governance, economic vision. Okay, fine. So what we are seeing regardless is a very clear structure in place with regards to the tokenomics. We can't see the obvious breakdown of the tokenomics. That's a little frustrating. Look, one thing I will say about this, unique, different. I am surprised that we're not seeing more centralized exchanges that are a little more Korean-centric. especially given that this is a native sort of Korean project. I would have thought that we would see a few more centralized exchanges that are a little more well known within Korea. Couple, but generally, I mean, it's listed pretty well on the big exchanges as well. No doubt, there's going to be big listings on the horizon for some of the Korean markets. So again, that looks pretty good for this to extend its sort of initial rally. In terms of how well this can do, really the number one thing that's going to be important for Piggy is the overall growth, right? Can they expand outside of Korea? Even if it's just a case of expanding to other Asian markets and starting to pick up a decent market share in the charging stations, that's a really good start. Obviously, expansion into Europe and America would be the dream for this, and it would expand the amount of users that they can have, which expands the amount of holders they will get, which expands and increases the overall price that this can hit. Right now, obviously, it's very, very, very early days, but I would expect that there are going to be a number of listings coming up very, very soon, again, for Korean marketplaces. So I would be looking at this to probably continue its rally in the short term at least. Maybe this becomes a sort of $10 coin. You know, if they have 3 or 4 listings back to back to back, which causes price surges, which causes more buyers, this may well be able to be a coin that can get to $10 in the short term. In the long term, it's going to be really important for that expansion. So if we start seeing news that they are expanding outside of Korea, then there is a very, very good sign for longevity in this project, and there's a very good sign for long-term price appreciation. But right now, short-term, I still think there's some legs here. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the idea as well? It's a bit different, isn't it? It's nice to see these unique ideas. We get a lot of copy and paste code in crypto, so a unique idea is something that actually does capture my attention. Let me know what you think in the comments. Guys, we're in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on coins you're not happy with, if there are cryptos that are not performing, you've got to get it fixed. If you don't know where to begin, like I say, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for my YouTube followers. You get full access to the site, full membership to the site for half price, and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. Whenever I buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm buying or selling and the price I'm buying or selling at. So there is no work for my members. If you go onto my site, you will see some of the profits that my members made. You'll see some of the successes that led to them, whether it's a meme coin that my members were in and out of in just a fortnight that did a 300x, or whether it's Phantom. Phantom in the last bull cycle was one of the best performers. We all got in at half a cent, pretty much before the rest of the market. Phantom went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. A number of my members became millionaires from that one alone. This is all public record. You can verify it all online. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.